Thank you, either phone or thing for not working.
Yeah. Whatever. We can redo it.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. I'm joined with Shawn of the Reverend radio show, and we're just catching up, drinking tea, having a good time.
Yeah. I'm surprised you like tea. Not a lot of, especially in the metal culture.
Yeah.
Tea is not seen as the cool thing.
Honestly, like, my parents have always drank tea.
Oh, really? Are they English?
No. My mom's Portuguese.
Oh, yeah.
And my dad's French and Irish. But they never really cared for coffee, so tea
was
always in my house.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Cheers, sir.
Cheers. It's very good tea. What kind of tea is it?
Probably just orange pico,
okay.
Average tea kind of thing. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. But I am a total tea freak. I have a little tea infuser over here.
Oh, wow.
This little bag is full of all kinds of teas. I'm a big tea drinker. It got to the point where people would come on the show, and because I'm always posting me drinking tea on Instagram, people would come into the show and bring me tea as a gift. Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
I'm surprised you don't have a Reverend radio show coffee mug.
That's not a bad idea, actually. Yeah, maybe. And you know what? Cecile Monique every year for my birthday sends me custom mugs.
Oh, that's cool.
Of her and stuff. Yeah. And then people message her, being like, "I saw that guy I want a Cecile Monique mug," you know. Yeah, that's how I'm an influencer.
Yeah,
they're not gonna get that conversation because it wasn't recorded.
Yeah. Now that's our inside joke for the rest of our friendship.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But no, well, while we were off recording, we were talking about comic conventions and comic books and how I just started really getting into it, and he was telling me about...
Oh, no, I've been in it for a long time.
Yeah.
Like I said, but they wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I was in it when I was 11. In fact, I learned to read, not tooting my own horn here, I learned to read faster than the other kids in my class because I wanted to learn to read comic books.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to be able to read myself these books instead of having my mom and stuff read them, you know?
Of course.
That, is the cool thing to do, I guess. It was like, get a tattoo that says reader here, and I'll be like, mwah. I thought I was so cool because I could read. And my parents actually... My dad specifically went to one of my teachers and was like, I don't know, like, are these comic books going to fuck him up? Because, my dad come from a time when, like, there was that book, I forget, this dude wrote this book on how comic books are corrupting youth, though.
Oh, yeah?
And that's what, in the 60s, was why people started burning comic books and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Beatles album burnings things.
Yes.
But it was like that with comic books. And that's what my dad knew, is that I was reading these books. It was going to fuck me up, he thought, And so he went to my teachers and was like, are these going to mess him up? Is this okay? And my teachers were like, your kid is reading.
Yeah.
Like, why would that not be okay? Not only is he reading, he's a better reader because of these than everybody in the class. So, but then, like I was saying earlier, when you get into your teens, it's kind of not the cool thing to be into.
Yeah.
Nobody ever got laid through comic books, right?
Only in the movies.
Yeah, exactly. And so I fell off with it. But then when I was 20, I was hanging out with a friend, and I think we heard on the radio or maybe saw a commercial. And yeah, there was it was a commercial for a comic convention coming to Toronto. And we were both like, man, I always wanted to go to a comic convention. And he said that too, and we were like, we're adults. We can spend our money on whatever we want now.
Yeah.
And we don't have to worry about being criticized by the kids in the schoolyard no more. We don't care. So we went, and we both had a great time. And I kept up with it. He ended up falling off again, which is fine, But eventually I started volunteering at them.
Yeah.
And so that got me a lot of like cool experiences. Like I met Stan Lee, I met Michael Rooker, Sid Haig, Tura Satana. I got to hang out with all these cool people. What's the dude, Peter Mayhew, who played Chewbacca?
Whoa.
Yeah. Me and his wife Angie, we all got to meet and know each other a little bit. And this was actually before I was even on the radio.
Oh, wow.
So I would meet these people, and like, I would always, you'd see, you've been to these conventions?
Yeah, yeah.
You go up and they sign an autograph and it's off.
Yes.
I always, especially at first, made a point of coming up with a question to ask them so I could converse with them a little bit when I'm right there, make it a little less awkward, a little less get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's that kind of desperation. I gotta figure out a question, man. What am I gonna ask Vern Troyer when I go get up there? That kind of helped me learn to interview on the fly.
Yeah.
I write out my interviews. Do you do that?
No.
No, you don't. You gotta script out your interviews, man.
I know I have to.
I script out my interviews, but here's the thing. When you script them out too well, an answer to a question up here might answer this here.
Yeah.
So it was kind of that thinking on the fly on my feet that kind of helped me develop my interview skills a little more. Are we still recording?
Yes, we are still recording.
Okay,
I keep checking it to make sure it's not the phone that just...
Yeah.
Well, this has been recording, so...
Okay, good.
So we have...
You got audio and video.
Yes.
Awesome.
Can never be too sure.
Yeah, right?
Well, I found if I just use that, because when I was interviewing bands at the venues, it'd be very loud, so it would be hard to hear the band themselves.
Yeah.
So that's why this comes in handy, because it can just...
It's kind of directional.
Yeah, so you hear the voices better, and then...
when you don't catch the background sound so much.
And when you link it up together,
then you get it all. That's a good idea, kind of layering them over.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Long and McQuaid.
Oh, yeah.
$100 and something dollars later.
That's where you got this? That's nice.
Of all places.
Yeah.
I know. I thought I would have to go to a video store.
No. Long and McQuaid is like one of the places to go for any sort of like instruments, recording equipment, anything like that.
Of course.
Yeah.
Now I know.
Yeah. Actually, for one show I put on, some of the bands, I'm not going to say what show it was, but some of the bands were being a hassle about drums, and Long and McQuaid stepped up and they were we ended up figuring it out without their use, but they were like, hey guys, you need drums, we'll give you a good price on renting a kit just for the night, and all the bands can use it. So yeah, I love Long and McQuaid.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know many other music stores that would do that.
Yeah, right? Yeah, we had to pay. I'm not saying that they were giving us free, but they were giving us a good price on it, regardless. So yeah, I really appreciated that from those guys.
Awesome.
Yeah. Jeez. This is why you should script out your questions, man.
Yeah, but if I script out the questions and then the conversation leads off to a whole different point,
right? You never know. You never know.
It's always, for me, it's better to kind of prepare.
Yeah.
Like have my general set of questions to match each
so you came in here knowing like what you're gonna ask me generally.
Yeah. I generally knew it was gonna be about metal, comics, tea. When we poured the cups, and a bit of everything else depending on what came up.
Oh, true. Yeah.
That's my mentality with the bands.
Yeah.
I go to, and the more international I get, the more of the one question I always ask them is, I ask them about their music scene, their music genre, like what their scene is like in their country, because I don't know much about it, but they do. So I think it's very important to ask them that.
Yeah.
And so us Canadians can kind of hear and understand like how they appreciate metal over like France, Netherlands, Bulgaria, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I what was that band? Myth of a Life. One of the dudes is Greek.
Oh.
And so when I interviewed them, he was actually in Greece at the time. And I had no idea, but he told me that there's a huge doom metal scene in Greece.
Wow.
Yeah, right? Yeah, it's crazy.
It's so random.
Yeah, you find out a lot of like weird things from talking to bands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I talked to this one band called Cardinal Worm.
Oh, yeah.
They're from Oakland.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently the big thing out there right now is for bands to have cassettes.
Yeah.
Not CDs.
I know. Cassettes are making a weird comeback. In fact, White Swan. They actually, here's the thing about cassettes, they're cheap.
Yes.
So what White Swan did, and this was sold for $5 each.
Wow.
So they could get money to press a vinyl.
Yes, I bought the vinyl at
So
their
did
latest
I.
release.
Oh yeah, I have this one, the first one, which has
nice.
2 of their EPs, one EP on one side, one EP on the other side.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, yeah. Another thing about this cool band, and again, this is the marketing side. Everything's this cool kind of shade of purple that they put out.
Really?
Even their album. You know what? Let's go through the record collection here.
Yes.
These here are only my good records.
Ah.
Let's see. First off, in
My Hollow Bag?
Yes.
Wow. From Toronto.
Yep. Well, what do we got in here? Oh, here's these guys. I found them from Spain. Death metal from Spain. Barbarian Prophecies. One of my favorite record covers right here.
That's a beautiful
You know
cover.
what? It looks cool on CD, but when you get it enlarged like this, you could appreciate the kind of interstellar details of the album way more.
Yeah, exactly.
What else do I got in here? Well, here's another cool one. So this is a magazine, as you can see, but it comes with a flexi disc that, as far as I know, was the only way a song by Dimebag Darrell was ever released. Called, I think it was Whiskey Road. Yeah. Words and Music by Dimebag Darrell.
Wow.
Only ever released on this flexi disc, as far as I know. At least it was the first way it was released.
Yeah.
What else do? Oh, here's another cool one from Garbage and the Screaming Femmes. I like this one because it's almost completely see-through, this record.
Wow.
Yeah, perfectly. There's a name that they have for this. I think it was called like Glass Ice or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I love records too.
Yeah.
I have a huge physical media collection. But what was I looking for you?
I believe the White Swan.
Oh yeah, White Swan. But here's another one from Merker. You know her?
No.
Oh man, this chick used to get like, she's very like beautiful music, but it's still black metal. So, first off, black metal it's a boys' club.
Yeah.
So she wasn't winning no fans, you know. She was literally getting like death threats and stuff because she was a girl playing this black metal in this other kind of style.
Yeah.
But I love her music, and I got this kind of crazy splatter vinyl. Yeah, I love collecting these rare, you know, like the cassettes and stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's cool. And I appreciate it a lot more than getting like an MP3.
Mm-hmm.
You know, first off, like I was saying, the album covers, like that. This one is a little plain. This is a weird example, but that Barbarian Prophecies one, you couldn't even see that if that was a little thumbnail on your computer screen, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Like I said, even compared to the CD, I appreciate it a lot more. That's something I'm kind of worried is going to go away as a result of digital music, actually.
It's the physical copies?
Not just that, but the album covers aren't going to be as... I'm worried that they won't be as big a deal kind of thing, you know what I mean?
That's a good point. I never even thought of it.
Yeah, because it's such a... I guess an afterthought?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the right, you know?
No, I know what you're trying to say.
It's such a small part of it. Whereas, you know, here's a good one. The original pressing of Far Beyond Driven.
Wow.
With this album cover was actually banned. Because, as you can see, it's a screw going into a guy's butt.
Oh, Jesus.
So what they did is they actually flipped it upside down and put a skull there. And the screw goes into the skull now for the actual copy. But, you know, things like that, kind of are gonna, stories like that will be lost if there's no, you know, we're sticking to the thumbnails now, you know?
Or even the infamous, what is it, Vulgar Display of Power story behind that album where the guy got punched, like...
I don't know if I have that one on vinyl, but yeah.
Like, he got paid $100 a punch. And
yeah, just to get punched.
What did he make, like $2,200?
Probably, yeah. Yeah, oh, here's another new great album from a local band. Sumo Psycho. Yes. Actually, I just yesterday arrived one of their ID tags, too. You can get their album on these USB cards.
Oh!
That flip into a toe tag for somebody in the morgue.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And it's got videos and all sorts of shit on there. Because what happened is, this is what I don't like about records.
Okay.
I bought this record, double LP, with a bonus single with it, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, right here. I have a record player here.
Yeah.
But first off, if I want to play it on my show...
You can't.
Yeah.
There's no...
Or if I want to play it in my car, I also can't.
Yeah.
Right? So I went back... I decided I liked it enough first.
Yes, that's the important thing.
Exactly. And then I went back and bought it on a USB as well, because I can play that in my car or on the show or wherever I want, you know? And it's kind of a cool, different format for an album.
Yeah.
You know? Actually, the first band I ever saw do this, I don't know where it is, but it was Sledgehammer.
Really?
Yeah, they had USB bracelets that you unplugged and, you unclipped.
That is
plugged
so
in.
cool.
Yeah, it was really cool.
No, my friends in Celestial Crypt,
Yeah.
they're a band from Ingersoll, Ontario, of all places. They did this with their first full length, and it was just
nice.
like, wow.
Yeah, right?
I never, before that,
yeah,
I never
we never would have even thought. And it sucks, you lose the album cover, but they find cool ways to incorporate the medium anyways. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see if we can find this record.
Smart marketing.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
If you're a band that's good at marketing, you'll have a good career.
There are some really bad bands that are really good at marketing.
Yeah.
And that's how they, market their way up the chain. Not through talent, but through knowledge, essentially. Which I guess is still kind of a talent.
Yeah. If you can market yourself out of any situation, you're pretty good.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I've started to notice, because I'm tired of buying T-shirts from bands.
Yeah.
I started buying the other items, like, I don't know, it would be whatever, a hat or even like a flag. Flags I love.
Oh, yeah?
You just hang them up.
Yeah.
There's this one band, I would have never thought of it, for a band that's all guys. They're called Osiren. They're from Calgary. And they have women's panties.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I would have never thought of that.
Yeah, exactly. Well, there's one band. It's a female fronted band, and they changed their name recently, but I knew them as Van Halst, I think it was.
Okay.
Had a female fronted band, but they had vibrators. They had Van Halst vibrators that they would sell at their shows. Yeah.
I think is Rammstein that made custom-made dildos of all of their dicks.
Yeah, exactly. And they come in like a black bag. Rammstein do crazy shit with their merch all the time. You can actually buy replicas of their heads.
That's creepy.
Yeah, because if you look at the Mutter album,
it's
all their heads in formaldehyde jars.
Yes.
So the thing behind these was you could buy these dismembered heads. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bet that sold a lot, though.
Oh, yeah. and I like when bands do that crazy shit, too.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything around that I have crazy right now. But yeah. Cool stuff makes me want to buy it.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
See, for me, because you showed me this when I came on to the Reverend radio show. I didn't realize metal bands actually came out with comic books.
Oh, yeah.
Because I believe you had, like, a Guar comic with you that day.
Yeah, it's not on the wall, but yeah. I had that writer on the show, actually.
Really?
Yeah. What the hell is his name? I don't know, but he gave me that Guar signed poster up there by the whole band.
Oh, that's
including
awesome.
Odorous Urungus, who's, rest in peace, Odorous. Yeah.
From Ottawa, Ontario.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
wow.
Dave Ronke is a Canadian.
Oh, wow, because I know they were, image-wise, they were a big part of Green Jelly. You know those guys?
Yes, Three Little Pigs.
Yeah. You know who does the not by the hair of my chinny chin chin part?
Oh, who's that?
Maynard from Tool.
No way.
Swear to God, look it up. Maynard and Danny Carey were in that band.
Wow.
Anyways, those guys, what's the dude's main name? Bill Manfinger or something like that? He lives He lives in Oshawa, I'm pretty sure now.
What?
Yeah. So that's a weird thing, like Guar, and they kind of came to prominence in the LA scene.
Yeah.
And I had no idea that he was from Ottawa, and this dude has now moved to Oshawa, That's pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird.
It's the metal scene in Southern Ontario is fucking crazy.
It is.
Yeah.
It honestly is.
Yeah, I'm surprised. We got Lindsay Schoolcraft.
Yeah.
We got what's the dude's name in Threat Signal?
Oh, John Howard.
John Howard.
He's on the Monolith with two guys that were in the Devin Townsend project.
Yeah, that's right. And he was in another super band. They had a big song called Dig. That's
Monolith.
No, he was in another band with some of the guys from Fear Factory too.
Oh wow!
Because Fear Factory actually discovered Threat Signal.
That's pretty cool.
So Christian, ex Fear Factory, he's kind of he's known for discovering bands in this Southern Ontario area.
Yeah.
And Threat Signal was like John, and I think it was like a 2-man, maybe 3-man studio project.
Mm-hmm.
They were just putting songs on, I think it was mp3.com. And somehow Christian from Fear Factory found them on there and was like, this is incredible. I'm going to produce your first album.
Jesus.
Yeah, right? Never happens like that.
No. That's like a fairy tale.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it really is. Yeah. Like, what was that movie? The one where the dude's like a fan of the band and he's in a cover band and then they bring him up.
The Mark Wahlberg one.
Yeah,
yeah.
I forget
what it's called, but that featured also Miles, the guy from Alter Bridge.
I know the guy you're talking about. Yeah.
Miles Kennedy.
Yeah.
Jeez, I forget that title.
Yeah, I forget the name of that movie, but it's and that movie. Who was it? I think it was a guy, one of the Rob Halford replacements, tried to sue them for that movie because that was essentially his story.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, good times.
Yeah. Good times indeed. Okay, what do you think is like the most underappreciated metal movie?
Ooh, metal movie. Ooh, that one's hard.
Because, we have greats like Airheads, obviously being the most famous one.
Have you seen that new movie, Deathgasm?
Deathgasm?
Well, it's a few years old now.
No.
But it's these dudes, like, they find a book, I think. If I'm remembering the story correct. They find a book. Is this around? It might be around somewhere. But they decide to use the lines from this book in their black metal band.
Oh, no.
And so it starts like bringing up real demons, and the singer in the band has a crush on the super preppy chick. Do you ever see that meme where there's the black
guy eating ice cream?
That's from Deathgasm.
No way.
That's a legit scene from that movie. Yeah. That was a great movie, but like heavy metal, I mentioned earlier. I don't know if we got that on tape. The animated movie, the first one though, not so much the second one. I wasn't a big fan of that one. What else? This all here is all soundtracks.
Oh, do you have the Tenacious D Pick a Destiny soundtrack?
No, I saw that the other day. A box set. If you get the box, this is what I'm holding out with.
Okay.
It was missing one thing. The box set comes with tarot cards and the pick.
Oh.
And I found this box set. It was used, though, and the only thing that was missing was the pick. So I'm holding out, but I will get that one day. Because I love that movie.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Yeah. And you know what? They used to have a TV show. Not a lot of people know.
What, the animated one that was like...
No. Live action, HBO back in the day.
Oh, wow.
If you get the Tenacious D Masterworks DVD set, there's 2 DVDs on it. One is like performance and stuff, and the other is all these... First off, they did a bunch of short films for HBO, and then, they did like a full TV show. I can't remember if it was 1 or 2 seasons, but it's them making and recording essentially the songs for the first album.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And Tenacious D, not a lot of people realize how long that band's been around. They were in Biodome, the Pauly Shore movie.
Oh, wow.
Go watch that movie. Right at the beginning, their girlfriends take them to this like hippie protest thing, and the band playing there is Tenacious D.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah, but no, I don't have that one.
Wow.
But there are lots of great metal movies.
There's this one I saw a trailer for, and it's so hilarious. It's a Finnish one.
Yeah.
It's called Heavy Trip, and it's about this death metal band from Finland traveling, or from Norway traveling to Finland or Norway, vice versa. One of the two.
I didn't even know the difference between the two countries.
They got accepted to play a metal festival.
Oh yeah.
So now they're thinking, this is and then they get pulled out of the festival.
Oh really? Oh man.
I think they were on the road to it, but it looks hilarious, and I want to see it. But the issue is I don't think I would understand the language.
Oh, true, yeah. And you gotta wait for it to come out subbed. You usually have to wait up to a year later after it comes out.
But I'm willing to wait for the sub.
Yeah, right. And then there's documentaries, man.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking documentary nerd.
Did you ever watch the Who the Fuck Is This Guy?
Yes. The guy who, he was Metallica's first manager or publicist or something?
Yeah, with Master of Puppets.
Yeah,
White Zombie.
Yeah. And so many other bands.
Yeah.
Yeah, or another one, Mission to Lars. Did you ever see that one?
No, I'm assuming it's about Lars.
It's about this autistic dude who, my cousin or my nephew is autistic, and loud sound overwhelms them sometimes. Mm-hmm. So this dude's favorite band, listening because he can control the volume, is Metallica, and more especially the drummer Lars.
Yeah.
Okay, but he's a little, mentally not right. I don't know I don't want to offend anyone there.
Yeah.
He's like autistic or something. He's severely handicapped as a result of this. So his brother and sister are trying to get him to meet Lars, which would just make his life.
Yeah.
But he keeps chickening out.
Who?
The autistic guy. He keeps getting overwhelmed.
Mm-hmm.
And so he chickens out and chickens out and chickens out. And eventually they get him into the room with Lars. He's allowed to play Lars's drum kit.
Wow.
Kerry King comes in and he meets him. And it's a really cool documentary. You got to check that one out.
It's called Operation Lars?
Mission to Lars.
Mission to Lars.
Or another good one, Dream Deceivers. So in the 80s, I think it was, these two dudes, one did commit suicide, gunshot to the head. Other dude tried to, but lived.
Oh, wow.
And his family blamed Judas Priest.
Oh, is this the Judas Priest lawsuit?
Yeah, so they sued them. And Rob Halford had to go into court and sing in court and stuff. To be like, this is what I'm saying, not this. It's just my pronunciation, the way I sing, comes off like this. And that was another great documentary.
Didn't they also play the song backwards just so look hitting messages?
And there's one part where I forget what they say he's saying, but if you play it backwards, you hear him say this, and you hear him say it, and even Rob Halford's like, holy shit, you see his jaw drop as they play it, and he's just like, because even he's like, yeah, I hear that.
Yeah.
But that he's backwards. It's fucking bullshit. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah, lots of great metal documentaries out there, too.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And I remember one time, it was a YouTube-only documentary as far as I know. And I think some kids from Mohawk made it. There's one called Scrap Metal that was just the Hamilton metal scene. But this was made 15 years ago. Yeah.
I like the wordplay.
Yeah, right?
That's creative.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, lots of metal documentaries out there.
Yeah. Did you ever watch the Anvil one?
Oh, fuck yeah. I even have the book. If you read the book, it's kind of like a companion to that documentary.
Yeah.
The book is just as good, too. Yeah. That was a cool documentary. You feel so bad for them getting so beat down all the way throughout it. And then at the end, they have that epic victory moment where they sell out a stadium.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Anvil live?
No, I have not.
Oh, they're pretty good, too.
Yeah?
Yeah. I enjoy them playing the guitar with a vibrator and shit. Yeah, that's what they do, man.
Jeez, I might have to invest in going to see Anvil then.
Yeah, check them out.
Because they have how many different albums now at this point?
13, 14?
Wow.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, 13, 14 albums from Anvil. They just released one recently.
Yeah.
That Bong one.
Finally legal?
Yeah.
Legalize That Last or something?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Yeah, something among those lines.
Yeah. I haven't listened to that one though. But
Same here.
what was that? They an album or two ago they put out a really good one.
Hope in Hell.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
That was a great album.
I still remember I was in grade 10, like a video editing class. It was either 10 or 11, and I was still new to metal, like trying to figure out what my genre was.
Oh yeah.
Essentially, no, I still don't know what it is. I love them all. And we're playing around with the music that's on all the IMAX or something.
Oh yeah.
And one of the songs that happens to be on it is
Metal on Metal?
No, Hope in Hell.
Oh.
By Anvil.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, this sounds great. Who is this?
Yeah.
The guy goes, they're called Anvil. I'm like, I gotta listen to an album.
Yeah.
And then I did the Metal on Metal album.
Oh yeah, that's a great one.
I own it on CD.
Oh really?
Yeah,
I've been trying to find it on vinyl, but
I feel like that would be a mission.
Yeah, right. I'd like to get them to sign it. That's why I don't have a lot of signed records.
Yeah.
I have a lot of autographs all over the place. Not a lot of records though.
For me, I just got shipped over from Russia. This band called Imperial Age.
Oh yeah.
And they signed the CD. But I found it weird because they actually signed the CD part.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Not the cover.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
See, and my stepdad and my mom are like, yeah, they signed. And I'm just like, it's weird. It's weird. Why?
I have seen that happen. But the thing is, if they sign the booklet or whatever, you can put it on your wall and shit. Yeah.
For me, it's just a weird place to place
yeah,
it. Like, I'm not complaining. I'm glad it got signed, but it's like...
Better that sign than no sign, I guess?
Exactly. No, for me, this was, I think, the best. I saw Hammerfall back in 2019 with Sabaton.
Oh, yeah.
Really good show, by the
way.
And they just released Dominion. I loved it. I thought it was a great release. And they had flags for sale.
Oh, yeah.
And they had two kinds of flags. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Same album cover, same everything. It's just like, what's the difference?
Yeah.
And for $5 extra, you could buy a flag signed by the whole band.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, here's the $5 extra.
You got suckered in.
But you know what? For the extra $5, I was okay with it.
Right?
It's worth it. Like,
yeah, I get that.
Why would I want the normal flag when I can get the one autographed?
Yeah, I totally understand that.
And then...
But you know what? To me, I'm not a big fan of buying autographs.
Okay, fair enough.
You know?
Yeah.
I have in times, but to me, a big part of it is actually meeting them.
Yeah.
You know? That's, I got a Stan Lee autograph up there. The Stan Lee meets Spider-Man comic book.
Oh, that's cool.
I stare at that autograph so many times and reminisce him signing it. Like, the marker was kind of running out, so if you look close, you can see the streaks perfectly. And I've just sat there and been like, you can see he did the S first, and it crosses over with the T. I've analyzed that signature.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, I've analyzed it so much, people with Stan Lee signatures have come to me and been like, do you think this is a real Stan Lee autograph? Like, I can authenticate that shit, you know?
You're just the official Stan Lee creator.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah. There are times like, I got a Dita Von Teese autograph here.
Who?
She's a famous model who was married to Marilyn Manson for like a day.
A day? Oh, one of his many wives.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like, she's a famous burlesque dancer, but she doesn't come over into the Americas. She's mostly European.
Okay, yeah.
So I knew odds are I would never meet her. So I helped out on something, and they said, if you want, in return, we'll give you this. And I was like, yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Or you know what, another one, over here. See this black one?
Yeah.
Signed by Ozzy, Tony Iommi, and Geezer Butler. I would never have met the three of those guys.
Yeah.
So that is one that I was like, you know what? Ozzy autograph was one of the ones I always wanted. Right up there with Stan Lee.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's worth just buying.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm going to give up my one chance possibly to get it.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think, like I said though, for me, it's like meeting the people and having a memory, I guess, a token of meeting these people.
See, for me, I haven't met that many people in my life yet.
I had that chance. You're few years on this earth.
Yeah, I'm only 21, so I haven't had those experiences.
You're only
yet.
21? Oh man, I'm too young I'm too old to hang out with this guy. Yeah, I don't know any other like. Oh, you know what? There's one other autograph I would definitely pay for, a Howard Stern one.
Yeah?
Because he was like the dude that got me wanting to be on the radio.
Yeah, well,
you know?
He was the first larger than radio person.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. At least from his radio show. Because David Letterman started off on the radio too.
So did Steve Harvey.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, the radio show.
I knew he did. Yeah, I knew that on, what was it, Hot 97? I can't remember.
I don't know.
But yeah, I remember he did at one point. And he fucking ruled LA from what I understand.
Yeah, like he kicked Sinbad out.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. He destroyed Sinbad and humiliated him.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah. And now he's doing Family Feud, and he kills it on there, too.
Yeah. And I think he has his own show, too, the Steve Harvey Show.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Like a talk show. Yeah.
Life is good for Steve Harvey
right I know, now. Right? Yeah.
And he doesn't look like his age at all.
No, I don't even know how. I couldn't even guess.
I think he's in his 60s.
Has he ever done movies and shit? I don't even know.
I
want to say yes, but I can't think of any, like, Steve Harvey movie.
Has he even done a stand-up show?
Oh, he's definitely done stand-up. I've seen him do stand-up stuff. Yeah. And that's how he's so good on, you know, my favorite part of the Steve Harvey show is when he interacts with the audience.
Yeah.
That's where I could tell he developed that kind of skill there.
Yeah. Imagine him hosting, like, America's Got Talent or something.
That would be great.
I feel that'd be a good fit.
Yeah. I gotta go to the washroom. Can you pause this?
Yes, we can pause.
All right.
We can pause.
I'm gonna go poop. All right. We're back. We're back from the poop break.
Yes, we're back from the second interview in a row that I've done in person where there's needed to be a poop break.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, because catching up in person is a lot of fun.
Yeah, right? And sometimes it takes a minute.
Yeah, of course. No, so the one thing I really wanted to ask you was, because you've always had, like, unique comics to me.
Oh, really?
Like, every time you post,
it's always been like... I post them a lot on Instagram.
Yes, you've always posted very interesting female-led covers.
Yeah, definitely.
Comic books. So I'm very curious to know, where do you find these certain comics?
You know what? I've been going to the comic book store that I go to probably like 15 or 16 years.
Okay.
So when I go there, my comic book guy knows me. Mm-hmm. Rob, I've had him on my show too. Rob at Comic Connection. I can go there. I don't have to look through their books. They have a stack prepared behind the counter for me to go through. So he knows my tastes so well that he can look at something and be like, this looks like the kind of thing Shawn might like.
Wow.
Yeah. Other than that, I kickstart a lot of shit. Uh-huh. I like helping people out like that. And, you know, if it's a comic book that looks cool to me, I'll fucking do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if there's any around that I've done like that. But, like, yeah, there's tons. You know? Especially the sexy ones. But, like, actually, here's a good one. This True War Stories one here. This is all different kinds of real war stories. Oh. From all different perspectives. There's stories about gay people and how they get treated in the military here. And it's just a comic book.
Wow.
You know, there's stories of how black people have been treated in various wars, fighting for their country and all sorts of stuff. All sorts of artists. And I'm into that kind of weird stuff. Yeah. At the same time, look right here. We got this classic Black Widow one. From, you know, probably the 70s or 80s. And, you know, I love that shit too. Black Widow has always been one of my favorites since I came back to appreciating comics. When I was young, I thought she was kind of lame because she was the one that had no powers, you know?
Okay, yeah,
She just had the guns.
She was the Batman, though.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. But, yeah. Especially, I'll go to a comic book store and go through their 50. I'll go through every issue in their 50-cent bin and be like, I've never even heard of this publishing company, so I'll pick it up and see what it's like. You know, here's another one I got like that. Zombie Tramp from Dan Mendoza, signed by Dan Mendoza, because I'm a big fan, and I went to a convention specifically to meet him and get this signed. But yeah, I'm a huge Dan Mendoza fan. His shit is all over this place.
What's Zombie Tramp about?
Zombie Tramp is about, at this stage, there's a new Zombie Tramp now, but Janie Bell was like a world-famous escort, a call girl in this, but the person that pimps her out kind of betrays her.
Okay.
And she kind of sells her to this guy who feeds the girls to zombies.
Oh.
So she becomes a zombie, but like there's some voodoo stuff going on, and she actually retains her mind.
Oh.
And is able to control other zombies. And it gets crazier and crazier from there.
I might have to find some Zombie Tramp.
I would definitely recommend it.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Because for me, it's like I'm still trying. Like I love superhero stuff still.
Oh yeah, me too. Wolverine's my favorite.
Oh, for me, it's Daredevil.
Oh really?
Because for me, when I was younger, I thought it was really cool they had a blind superhero.
Yeah, totally, man.
And that's just like even today, like my top 3 is still Blade, Punisher, and Daredevil.
Oh, Punisher's a big one for me too. Yeah.
Blade for me, because in my eyes, it was the first real good superhero movie. That wasn't like horrible. Yeah. And then Blade 2 for me was like... It
took being a superhero seriously.
Yeah. Leslie Snipes was like the best like guy to be a superhero.
Yeah.
Next to Michael Keaton as Batman. Like that was really...
But you know what? Another movie that's kind of underappreciated superhero movie from back then, The Crow.
I haven't seen any of The Crows.
What? The movies?
I have not. But I know the stories that every lead actor that played the Crow passed away.
No, only the first one. There was rumors of a second case. So this is what happened.
Okay.
When The Crow started, actually I have the book too, and so this would be cool to take a look at, because I've talked about this on my radio show.
Okay.
But this is the original Crow. It's when they put it out, they had to take certain things out because it was too long.
Okay.
So they recently went back through and put all that stuff back in.
Okay.
So the story of The Crow is the dude who made it, James O'Barr.
Yeah.
He was not a successful comic book creator at this point in his life.
Yeah.
He still needed a second job, essentially. Yeah. You know, comics wasn't paying the bills yet. So he's working a night shift, and his car breaks down. Mm-hmm. So his girlfriend starts giving him, or his fiance actually, starts giving him rides to and from work. You know, she comes home from work, they do whatever. She drops him off, comes home, sleeps, goes, picks him up when he needs to.
Yeah.
So one day he stays late at work.
Yeah.
And calls the girlfriend, I'm going to stay, you know, a few hours late or whatever. And when he's done, though, he calls her, come pick me up. As she goes downstairs or wherever, car's parked on the street, she's going to get in, drunk driver sideswipes her, kills her.
Oh my God.
So he freaks out because he blames himself for that. Mm-hmm. You know, had I gotten my car fixed, had I not stayed late, had I this and that, not called her or whatever. Mm-hmm. So he shuts himself in and creates this comic, writes it, draws it, all by himself. And look, in some of these pictures, you can kind of see the anguish, because he's super fucking depressed when he's doing this shit, right?
Yeah.
So the comic becomes huge, though, as a result, which adds to his grief more.
Oh.
Because now if my girlfriend hadn't died, I wouldn't be fucking famous. I'm famous essentially because she died. And the way I dealt with my grief is what's made me famous and rich. And then it gets turned into a movie.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's the top comic book creator in LA at the time. There's an up-and-coming movie actor, Brandon Lee.
Yeah, it's Bruce Lee's kid, right?
Exactly. So James O'Barr, he didn't have the final say in this, but as they're setting up to make the Crow movie, James O'Barr is like, I think this guy would be a really good actor for the lead part.
Yeah.
And he gets the part. So they're making the movie. Brandon Lee dies while filming. Something goes wrong with a blank and the wad is shot out and hits him and he dies. And again, the creator of The Crow blames himself. Had I not written this comic, had I not chosen him, had I not agreed to turn it into a movie, again, totally internalizes it.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as he's made a few comic appearances there, but has essentially stopped making comics. Because to him, all this tragedy became of him making these comics.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
I didn't even know, like...
So then, I don't know if this is true, because the director, the second movie, they start to make a second movie.
Yeah, second Crow.
Well, this one never came out. If this is true, okay? The rumor was Rob Zombie was directing the second Crow movie, and there was an accident, and the lead guy died again. Now, Rob Zombie says that's not true.
Okay.
But that's, where did this rumor come from? We don't know. The rumors pop up in weird ways, but they do have something must have been based in the truth at the very root of it.
Yeah.
Whether it was not Rob Zombie as the director and this just happened, but who knows?
So do you recommend, the Brandon Lee?
Oh, yeah. The first Crow movie is really good. So accurate to the comic. The only thing is, it's the way he kills people are in a different order in the comic.
Okay.
The second one, not as good, but
they did
decent.
a second Crow?
Oh, yeah, called City of Angels. Vincent Perez, I think, is the guy who plays him.
Was he any good as the Crow?
He was not bad. He was a French guy who was mainly, at the time, known for his kind of romantic roles.
Oh, okay.
But he was a decent Crow. After that, there's a third and fourth Crow movie. Don't watch them. Edward Furlong is one of them.
Okay.
The dude who plays, wasn't he John Connor, I think? In the second Terminator, was that? I don't know.
What, the cop?
No, the kid.
Oh, the kid, okay.
Yeah. And then the fourth one had Kristen Bell, I think, in it. Yeah. Somebody bought me for Christmas or birthday a package of all four of them. I've only ever watched the first two. I have seen the third one, and it made me not want to watch the fourth one or the third one ever again.
Yeah.
But soundtracks, those are incredible soundtracks, too. Have you ever listened to those soundtracks?
Well, no, I haven't seen the movie yet, so...
But you, where are they? Here's the they're both side by side.
Oh, convenient enough.
There you go. That's what introduced me to bands like Nine Inch Nails. They cover Dead Souls on that one, I think. Pantera.
The Cure.
Yeah.
Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah. That Rage Against the Machine song came out before the first Rage Against the Machine album. So that song appears on Rage Against the Machine releases, but that is a different version on this soundtrack.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
My Life with the Thrill Kill Cult, that's not really a metal band, but they have an awesome metal song.
After the Flesh.
Yeah, After the Flesh, great song. They actually appear in that movie performing that song, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That
is another cool thing. These movies always have crazy musician appearances in them. In that one of the main guys was supposed to be played by Iggy Pop, but they couldn't get him, just scheduling problems.
Okay, yeah.
So when it came to the second one, they actually did get Iggy Pop.
Oh, wow.
And he actually ends up playing a bigger part, so it kind of worked out better.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is insane.
But yeah, who else? There's another, I think, was it Jesus and Mary Chain? I can't remember. Or maybe it's Medicine, I think. Two bands do make appearance in this, because the main guy owns like a nightclub.
Okay, yeah.
So bands perform at the club.
That makes sense.
And, during My Life with the Thrill Kill Cult, Brandon Lee kicks a guy out of a window and he drops down onto the stage. And then the band's like, oh, let's get the fuck out of here. And they run away. But yeah.
No, this is a movie I definitely will have to watch.
Oh yeah, I can't believe you haven't seen them.
Well,
Look at that the cover for it. They all have this kind of variation of the crow on the cover, which I thought was really cool. I would like to get that skeleton like tattooed on me.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that
right?
would be a cool tattoo.
And actually, this one I got this CD's falling apart, but it came with a comic book.
Did it?
We were talking about comics. That's essentially the first scene in the movie where the guy gets killed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, at the end of this comic, he's resurrected, and that's where the movie kind of kicks off.
Wow.
Yeah. And, James O'Barr, he says that the Crow comic was heavily rooted in music. Because, for one, I can't remember if I'm pretty sure he's still a musician he's a painter in the comic. But in the movie, Eric Draven, the guy Brandon Lee plays, he's a musician.
Okay.
He's in a band called Hangman's Joke. And they play his music in the movie, too.
Oh, wow.
Which is pretty cool, yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah, you should definitely see those movies. Those are some great little movies.
You know what? It might be a comic I might have to try and find.
Oh, yeah, definitely. This, like I said, this special edition, I think this was put out for the 10th anniversary or something.
Of The Crow.
Yeah.
So,
and yeah, it's got all that extra stuff that they had to take out because they didn't have space in the original comic. They put it back in.
So how many editions is the
I couldn't
series?
even tell you. Because here's the thing. When it was done, so James O'Barr did it back in the day. He did it for, I think the company was called Kitchen Sink Press.
Okay.
Which is like a little tiny, nobody's ever heard of it. Yeah,
okay.
Comic publisher. But then as it got bigger, companies like Dark Horse, they wanted to put it out. So they said, we'll buy the rights from you, Kitchen Sink Press, and we'll put it out. And I believe that's who put this one out, is Dark Horse. I can't be for sure on that. But, so many people have been like, it's the 5-year anniversary. We'll buy the rights, and we'll put out a 5-year anniversary edition. And then 5 years later, it's 10 years, so we'll buy the rights, and we'll put it out. And then there's other Crow stories that were never made into a movie where it's essentially, somebody gets killed in a way that leaves them in grief even in the afterlife, and the Crow brings them back.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a chick one, Flesh and Blood it's called. That's a really good one where some hillbilly gangster guys killed this local sheriff while she's pregnant.
Oh.
And her grief doesn't let her, over losing her baby, doesn't let her rest.
Okay.
So she's brought back and
she hunts
and kills them. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's definitely a comic I want to read now.
Yeah. Yeah. Comics and movies. There's so much metal inspiration.
Yeah.
There's one very unknown comic. I cried at the end. It was so good. It's called Metal Falcon.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of these indie titles. I think Image put it out.
Okay.
It's this dude who he has cancer and I just gave away a big spoiler there. Forget that if you're gonna read it. But it's incredible. He's in a band and stuff, and that's all I'll give away from that before I spoil more.
Okay.
But yeah, check out, that's another great one. I mentioned earlier I got that Anthrax book.
Yes.
Not bad. There's some good. Rob Zombie does some writing in it.
Okay.
Rob Zombie's actually written a bunch of comics too.
Really?
My favorite one, The Nail.
The Nail?
I think Dark Horse Comics put it out. It's actually inspired by the wrestler DDP.
Really?
They were supposed to make a movie out of it, starring DDP as well.
Oh.
But it just kind of never came to be, and I think it's just fallen off and behind now. But it's this story. It's kind of like, did you ever see Hills Have Eyes?
No.
Oh, it's another great horror movie. This family in The Nail.
Yeah.
It's like a biker guy and his buddy are taking this guy's family on a trip up into the mountains.
Yeah.
And they find these like cannibalistic hillbillies that live in the mountains.
Oh.
So this biker wrestler dude has to save his family and shit now,
Oh, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a good one.
That is crazy.
And there was even I forget what they called them. But they were kind of a prequel to House of a Thousand Corpses in comics.
Yeah.
Spook Show International. That's what it's called.
Okay.
Where you find out the story of Dr. Satan. What happened, why he, how him and what's Sid Haig's character and Captain Spaulding met up and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, lots of great metal comics out there.
Huh.
And, we're only talking about the ones that, like, I mentioned the Rob Zombie one, but there's Corey Taylor writes comics.
Does he really?
Actually in the Anthrax comic, he wrote one of the stories. Every story is based off a song from a certain album. I think it was Among the Living. And every story is written by somebody different, and he wrote one of them. But, so Stone Sour came out with an album, House of Bones and Gold, or Gold and Bones.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about, yeah.
That's a concept album, and if you get the comics, it tells you the story that album is telling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and there's lots of other ones. What's Coheed and Cambria? I think those guys write a comic, and so many others. I could sit here for fucking ever.
It's kind of a band that wasn't anticipating on having a comic.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. But I hear those are really good. I've never read them because I can never find them.
Yeah, exactly.
But,
Let's go to Cabrera, like...
Yeah. But I hear that they're so good that's why I can't find them.
Because they're
bought up.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, what else? Well, I wish more local bands would do some
I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, right?
Like, especially with releases of concept albums, just like a book or something to go with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Explain the story.
Yeah. Or the other way around. You were at my Rockers Without Borders event.
Yes.
We had that epic Lemmy picture for sale.
Yes, didn't
I have a version of it right here.
No, didn't the Hardluck?
Yeah,
they
bought
got it. They ended up
because they wanted to hang it in the venue, which was awesome.
Is the venue still around?
Yeah.
Okay.
As far as I know, it did. It has so far made it through the pandemic.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah.
It's crazy.
I've had comic book guys on the show who will come and talk. Mike Ruth, who gave us the Lemmy picture, and actually all the art that was there was pretty much donated by Mike Ruth, by one guy.
Really?
He's my comic book buddy. We would just I would see him at the comic book store that I go to all the time. Comic Connection in Oakville. Go.
Comic Connection in Oakville.
Yeah.
Okay, I might have to go there one of these days.
I don't know if I have one of their business cards. I'll give you later.
Okay.
But I would always see this dude there just like drawing, and I'd be like peeking over his shoulder. I'd be like, this guy's drawing some fucking epic shit, man. And then one day, I remember exactly, it was Captain Canuck. Do you know that guy?
Yes, I know Captain Canuck.
One day a comic came out of him, and I saw Ruth on the bottom. I was like, Ruth? That's that dude I always see in the fucking comic store drawing.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And I started seeing the name pop up more and more and more, and now he's doing some Ninja Turtles stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Stuff like that. And eventually I was like, we kind of mentioned, hey, because I'm kind of the famous guy who goes there, and he's the famous guy who goes there.
Okay. Quote unquote.
Yeah. And so we would start seeing each other, and eventually I was just like, man, just come on the show.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Right?
For me, because I've found my passion for it, I've been kind of reading, like, not like the superhero ones.
Yeah.
The one that really got me into comics was Keanu Reeves' Berserker.
Yeah.
That was a very stellar.
I heard that was Kickstarted too.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I have the first 3.
Oh yeah.
Very good. And the fact that it's already been announced it's going to have a full full-length movie and animation by Netflix. That's pretty cool. Something's Killing the Children, which was...
I've been hearing about that so much.
Good. It's very good. It's very much like it's come out at the right time with Stranger Things being still popular.
Yeah. Is it similar to like a Stranger Things?
I think it's more darker, because there's a lot more gore in it.
Oh,
and
true.
there's a lot more killing.
Yeah. There's even Stranger Things comics. I never read them, but I have them around somewhere.
And then for me, I haven't read the comic yet, but I saw the show because Netflix did Sweet Tooth.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was.
I thought the show was great, and that made me want to get the comics.
I have all those books, and fucking It's great, but it's the most depressing comic series ever.
It's as long as it's well written.
Yeah, and who's it right? Jeff Lemire writes
yes,
that.
a Canadian.
Yeah,
right.
I met that dude in the early days when he was like nobody, man.
And now he has Sweet Tooth.
He writes, and he's written so much other shit too. He's writing for Marvel now.
Oh Jesus.
Sweet Tooth was like one of his first things that like he created himself that he did. Yeah. Those comics, I remember at the conventions, we couldn't keep them on the shelves. Yeah. Yeah, if you want to buy those, let me know. I got them all.
Okay. No, but for me, when it came to superhero ones, I don't know why, but I really fell in love with the Miss Marvel one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Kamala Khan?
Yeah,
or the other chick?
No, Kamala Khan. I thought it was well written.
Yeah, I've not read those because, it's a little out of my age factor.
For me, yeah. For me, I felt that way too when they brought me to the kids section. It was just like, okay. But no, it was really well written.
I'll have to check those out.
Yeah, no, it's honestly, and for the price, it's like $16, and you get it's like 11 comics in one.
No,
so
it's yeah.
For me, I felt I was getting more out of it.
Yeah, definitely,
than the other ones. But no, it was surprisingly very well written, really good. Like there was a good story with it that you were able to see, and I can see why she's now getting a television series.
Yeah.
And I just hope they kind of base it off of those first 11 comics.
Yeah.
And it's not just some random
sometimes
bullshit.
You know what? Sometimes it's disappointing when they base it too heavily on the comics.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, why the fuck am I watching this?
Yeah.
I just read this. But sometimes when they change things, like Walking Dead, it screwed it up too much for me.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I completely understand what you mean. But for me, I read the first issue of Scott Pilgrim.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm reading it. And I watched the movie before I even read the series. Really? I was reading this, and it's just like, this is just the fucking movie.
Yeah.
It's literally scene for scene
another
the
Canadian
movie.
one, actually, Scott Pilgrim.
I know. Like, there's so many hidden Canadian comic gems.
Yeah. A favorite local Toronto one, this dude Black Bastard. Okay, Matthew Muhammad puts out these great fucking comics. Black Bastard. And it's a pimp who does good. He fights crime and shit, but then he pimps out hoes and shit.
Now that's it. That's interesting to me.
Yeah, right.
That is something.
I just realized I'm wearing the shirt of Goth Ghost Girl. So Gasp, the last Gasp is her band. I don't know if I have stuff around it. Somewhere I do.
So Goth Ghost Girl.
Oh, here we go. Goth Ghost Girl. She's this chick who's in a female punk band called The Last Gasp.
Okay.
And this is their shirt.
Yeah.
And yeah, you see this, she kind of looks up to all these chicks. We got Brody Dahl here, Shirley Manson, Lizzie Hale.
Oh, I thought that was Joan Jett.
Bjork. I think this is Joan Jett.
Oh, okay.
But they look kind of similar. It could be interchangeable. Gwen Stefani, I think that is. But yeah, it's, another great, very music-inspired comic.
So Ghost Girl?
Goth Ghost Girl.
Goth Ghost Girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't think of any other good. Lady Death. Oh, I mentioned I got a bunch of Megadeth comics from in the 90s.
Yeah.
They come with CD singles. I think it was to promote Cryptic Writings.
Okay.
They put out a series of comics.
Yeah.
That aren't bad. Ozzy Osbourne had one done by Todd McFarlane.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, way back. Those are heavily collectible. And you know what? They come out with these ones recently, rock and roll biographies. Back in the 80s, they used to put up these rock and roll biographies. And they were horrible.
Oh, yeah?
Like, they're famous for, there's an Anthrax issue, and I believe it's the drummer, Charlie Benante. They spell his name wrong throughout the whole fucking issue.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Oh, you had one job. So, these new guys have come back, and they're doing it. And if, they picked up the Rock and Roll Biographies moniker, and they're carrying it on. And if it's a band you don't know about, I find it's pretty good.
Yeah?
But, like, for example, one of my favorite bands is White Zombie. Uh-huh. So they came out with a White Zombie issue, and I was like, this is just such a brief overview. But then that's because I know everything about that band.
Oh, yeah.
But when a Testament issue came out, I don't know. I like Testament.
Yeah.
I have albums by them, but I don't know a lot about the behind the scenes forming of the band stuff.
Yeah.
So that one I got really into. I thought that one was awesome. They also had a really good one on Les Claypool from Primus.
Really?
Yeah, that was the animation and everything was just spot on.
See, but I feel that would be a good one too.
Exactly, right? He's kind of that kind of quirky character that fits in a comic book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you haven't seen a Primus music video,
oh yeah, man,
then you've never read a comic.
Yeah. Craziest things ever.
I'm pretty sure you could do like a 6-issue series just on My Name Is Mud.
Oh yeah. Anything Les Clay, he's got so many other sidebands and stuff that they're all...
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's so cartoony and would easily fit into a comic book or something like that. Yeah. The Frog Brigade, I fucking love that band.
Jesus.
Yeah. But yeah, what other comics? You know, Scott Ian from Anthrax writes a lot of comics.
Really?
Yeah. He wrote a really great Lobo issue. You know Lobo from DC Comics?
Yes, Lobo, yeah.
Wrote some really great ones where you find out Lobo's a huge Pantera fan.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, right? What else? Yeah, lots of stuff like that. Oh, look at this one, actually. You'll like this one.
Oh.
This one here is Kurt Cobain.
Oh.
This one is super rare. It was released for one day, and then all the issues were recalled.
Oh, wow.
But I had already bought it, so it didn't matter. So what happened with this...
Who killed Kurt Cobain?
Yeah. This is the story of Kurt Cobain's last days from the point of view of his imaginary friend.
Oh.
So 2 letters were written by Kurt Cobain when he committed suicide, supposedly. One was the one that, you know, Courtney Love got. One was to his imaginary friend, Boga.
Boga.
Yeah. And this is all from Boga's, like, watching Kurt Cobain's kind of mental decline till he commits suicide. But the reason it was recalled is whole pages were copied. Like, what is it? Punk Rock Jesus, another book that's up there. You can find, like... I don't know if it's this one in particular, but the whole page it'll just be, you know, same hairstyles, but the face will be different. Mm-hmm. But everything else is the same as a page from Punk Rock Jesus.
Oh.
Just the letters are different. They changed so the story fits.
Okay.
And so this comic was released for one day before it was recalled.
Huh.
Super collectible there. But, yeah, music and comic books, because... You know, I always say this. The things that I like are the things that at some point were being burned.
Yeah.
You look at albums. I'm way into music. In the 60s, they had all those Beatles burning the albums, you know? Rock and roll was going to hurt the kids back then. Before that, like I was mentioning, comic books were going to hurt the kids. Movies are going to hurt the kids. TV's going to hurt the kids. That's all the shit I'm into, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Yeah. So, and I like it when those worlds kind of cross over and come together.
Yeah.
You know? When a metal band puts out a comic book. I heard Lacuna Coil did put out something recently.
Yeah?
They're like $300 each.
Oh.
But they're on the cover of Batman comics. There's a Batman comic with Lacuna Coil on the cover.
Wow.
Yeah. They did them for 3 or 4 bands. But I would really like the Lacuna Coil one, but
yeah.
A little out of my price range.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm with you there.
Yeah.
Speaking of Batman and metal, I started reading Dark Knight Death Metal.
Oh, yeah. I just... that came... It's got a soundtrack, that comics. I ordered it. It hasn't arrived yet. But that soundtrack is awesome.
I haven't heard the full thing yet.
No?
All I've heard was Mastodon's song. And
I
think that's one. That one's a really good one.
Yeah.
And, you know, I still need to listen to it while I'm reading the comic, and it's really good.
Yeah, right?
Like, surprisingly enough, it works.
Yeah, yeah. What was that? The Batman Who Laughs?
Batman Who Laughs is the villain.
Yeah, exactly. He's so fucking cool, too. I love that character.
I haven't seen him in much. This is my first
really?
glimpse
He's
getting a look
so
at
the
him.
Batman went to kill Joker, and Joker's last act was to infect him with the Joker gas. So it's like the Joker gets to live on
as Batman.
Yeah, in Batman. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now that sounds really cool.
Yeah.
There is one Batman comic I want to get. It's Killing Joke.
Oh yeah. I don't know if I have that one. But
I've heard nothing but really good things about it.
Yeah.
And with it being
it's brutal.
Only like one of very few issues that actually kind of has a Joker backstory.
Oh yeah.
I think that just makes it even more.
Well, you think.
Yeah.
We never really know for sure.
We don't have a clear definitive.
It alludes to this is what the Joker's backstory is.
Even the Joker movie.
Yeah.
Isn't a definitive one.
Yeah, exactly. They actually came out with an animated version of the Killing Joke.
Yes.
It's not as good as the comic book though.
Yeah.
They
all can't be one.
The problem is, like I was saying with the TV shows, they add stuff into this animated movie that was not in the comic books, and it's just so out of character for some of them. Yeah. But yeah, I love comics and you know.
I think we've spent over half an hour just talking about comics.
Probably, yeah, and how they tie in with metal. But you know, even TV, you know, you'd see a metal, not so much now, but you'd see like. Lemmy, what was that show he always used to appear on? Was it Red Dwarf? There was a UK show he would always appear on. Married with Children had Anthrax.
Yes.
That was an epic episode.
Well, hell, Pantera did music for SpongeBob one time.
Yeah.
Of all things.
Dave Mustaine appears as himself.
In
Duck Dodgers.
Yes.
They have to like go back in time and find a sick metal musician to like. I can't even remember what the full story was, but yeah, there's probably so many other ones like that, and it's just a matter of time till I think we start seeing it in the Marvel stuff too. I'm hoping.
Oh, I would love.
Did you watch Luke Cage?
No, I have not.
Oh man, Method Man is in it.
Really?
As Method Man.
Jesus, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, from what I saw off of the new, like one of the pre-emphasis posters for Shazam 2, Sinbad's in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Not music related. I'm just realizing that now, but
yeah, I can't remember. Some of my friends were in
Johnny No Cash was in Shazam 1.
Yeah, he was. And my other friend Lavina also. She's the you know, somebody gets robbed in like a convenience store.
Yeah.
The first guy Shazam like beats up or something. The cashier is my friend Lavina, who's also been on my show.
Really?
So oh man, this is fucking crazy.
That is so great.
So her and I worked at conventions together. She introduced me to a guy named Cody.
Okay.
Cody came on my show. He's a musician, guitar player. He used to play in a band called Dark Before Dawn. There's a studio project.
Okay.
After the show, they got a huge blizzard hit. They had to sleep here. They had to crash in my house. Me and Cody hit it off really, really well. And I went and introduced, you know, I had a friend, Lindsay Schoolcraft.
Lindsay, yeah.
I introduced Cody to Lindsay Schoolcraft. That's her guitar player now.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. So, you know, that's a crazy degree of separation there.
So what are we trying to say? 6 degrees of Lindsay Schoolcraft?
6 degrees of Reverend. Yeah. And then now her and Johnny No Cash. Johnny No Cash was in Vikings too, I think.
Was he? Because I know Edge was in Vikings.
Oh, was he?
Yes.
Yeah, I met him once too. I was working with an artist, and he was a fan of this artist. And he came up. Artist kind of know. I'm not gonna say his name. He's kind of known for being a jerk to people.
Okay, yeah.
And but not me, you know, he liked me. I was working with him. So like this Edge is there. I was like, I almost gonna say his name. I was like, hey man, is that wrestler, the Edge? And he like grabbed my phone out of my hand, grabbed some random dude, and it was like, you're taking a picture with my friend Shawn, and you're gonna hold the camera and take the picture. Yeah. So I have a picture of I think it was the Edge. I'm not big into wrestling anymore, so I don't know. But I met a lot of, you know, if it's a wrestler from when I was a kid, then I know them.
Yeah.
The biggest hand I ever shook was Tatanka.
Oh.
The dude, my hand fit in his hand and like it wrapped, like totally, you couldn't see my hand anymore. Yeah. One time I took an elevator with one of the bushwhackers.
Oh my god.
I met Ted DiBiase and Virgil. I got to walk around a convention with Virgil once.
I don't know how many times I met Virgil at the same convention.
Yeah.
And it's just gotten to the point where it's like, hey, Virgil. He goes,
yeah.
Hey, man, how's it going?
Right? Yeah. I know.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Virgil, of all things.
Yeah, I know, right? I heard he's he's on hard times now.
Oh, yeah.
But he's a good guy. I liked hanging out with Virgil. Got lots of stories with him. So many other. One time I saw Hulk Hogan.
Oh wow!
I was just, it was when I was volunteering. I was just working his line.
Yeah.
Man, I worked with Stan Lee, fucking Michael Rooker, all these other actors. Never seen a reaction like when Hulk Hogan came out.
Mm-hmm.
It's just flash, 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 flash. And the guy was like as tall as him sitting down was like as tall as I am standing up. He's fucking huge. You always hear about like 21-inch pythons, brother. You don't fucking understand what the fuck that means until you're standing next to
and you see the 21.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Yeah, even wrestling. I was not big into wrestling for a long time, but my fans, a lot of them were into wrestling.
Okay.
So I started posting things on the Facebook page, and it started helping me out. And I started having wrestlers on the show, and that got me back into wrestling.
Yeah.
I don't watch the matches because I don't know who the fuck any of these new wrestlers are, frankly. But these documentaries, man, like I said, I'm a documentary fucking nerd.
Did you ever see the Jake Roberts one?
Oh, the Resurrection of Jake the Snake?
That was a good one.
Oh, man, yeah. Yo, they just released a new documentary on his dad. Have you ever heard about his dad?
No.
His dad was like a rapist and shit.
Oh, my God.
His dad was the biggest fucking piece of shit you'll ever hear about in your life.
Holy.
Yeah. It's alluded to that Jake the Snake may be a product of his grandma brought home a guy, and the guy raped his grandma's daughter, Jake the Snake's mom, and that's what led to Jake the Snake being born.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I forget what his name. He was a wrestler too, though. He was a piece of shit.
Wow.
Yeah. Jake the Snake's whole family almost wrestlers. His two brothers, I think one died, and his sister wrestler.
Wow.
Yeah, I forget what her name was, but she was a pretty prominent wrestler at one point too. You know, did you see that Andre the Giant documentary?
No, I haven't.
Oh, on Netflix, man. There's a bomb. I love Andre the Giant.
Yeah.
You know, every story you hear about him, first off, are just like, it's the craziest thing always.
Oh, yeah.
You know? But to see this documentary, and they recently A&E recently put out one, I think.
Yes, A&E.
Yeah.
They've been doing
the wrestling biographies and shit.
And also a new show where they go out.
The Treasures one.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a cool show.
I saw the Andre and Ric Flair one, and those two were just like, holy crap.
Yeah, I watched that whole season. Everyone was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, then they put out those biographies too.
Yes.
Yeah.
They only did like 8.
Yeah, 8 of them.
Yes.
Yeah. There's one on Bret Hart.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I haven't seen that one
yet.
yet.
No, it's good.
It's worth watching?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, again, running into these guys I haven't, like Bushwhacker Luke. No, I haven't thought about that guy for fucking ever until I ran into him.
Yeah.
I'm taking an elevator with him. So shit like that got me back into like watching these documentaries and, Ultimate Warrior and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about, are you into wrestling at all? Yeah.
I'm in and out.
Yeah.
Just because like
the guys when you were a kid you like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And now it's just like I can't watch WWE in particular just because it's the same crap.
Well, to kids coming up now, they're going to be the superstars when they're our age.
Yeah.
But I can't get in. It's not the same characters and stuff.
I like the other brand, AEW.
Oh yeah.
Just because.
Who's the dude who owns that? Dusty Rhodes' son owns that. Cody Rhodes?
Cody Rhodes, but it's owned by the same guy that owns the Jacksonville Jaguars football team at the NFL.
Really?
Yeah, they managed to get him to buy in, and it's succeeded so far.
Yeah. Well, and Cody Rhodes, his family, that kid's like fucking wrestling royalty.
Yeah.
Him
and his brother.
Yeah. Was his brother Goldust?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dustin Rhodes now.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
No, it's crazy.
I know.
How well it's going so far for that company.
Yeah, and so is my interest in, anything that I'm interested in. If I can find someone active in that locally, I'll bring them on my show.
Well, there's a Hamilton guy that's actually with AEW.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
His name's Ethan Page.
Oh, really?
And he's doing very well for himself with it.
Well, we've been having on Ontario Pro Wrestling. They're a local wrestling promotions company.
Yeah.
And you know what? I want to do... Like you were at Rockers Without Borders.
Yeah.
That was a great event, right?
Yes, a lot of different...
Exactly, talent.
All meeting
We had 2 stand-up comedians, a burlesque dancer.
Pickles LeVay.
Yeah. Couple bands. Rusty doing the MC duties. Because I hate being on stage. But I want to do more kind of variety kind of shows like that.
Yeah.
What I've been trying to pitch to bands, and not many bands are into this, I want to do a wrestling and metal show.
I'd be interested in seeing that.
So here's the thing. I want to essentially, the wrestling bands to be the soundtrack to the wrestling match. So they're going on at the same time.
I think there would be a couple of bands that would be like...
Well, the bands are like, no, nobody's going to watch us while we're playing.
Yeah.
And the wrestlers are like, no, nobody's going to watch us while we're wrestling.
Yeah.
And the thing is, half the people will watch one if they're interested in wrestling, and half the people will watch the other if they're interested in metal. They got to watch something there.
Yeah.
You know?
Marketing.
But, man, so when I was really young, I used to go to this place in Mississauga that had all-age metal shows. It's called the Masonic Lodge.
Okay.
They would let us, it was in Streetsville, they would let us hold metal shows in the basement.
Wow.
And not too far from there, I think there was like an arena kind of thing. And I guess as, the show's going, in the arena, the little arena, they were having a wrestling show. So the wrestling guys all got out, and they had, they probably didn't know the area. But down the street, they can hear loud metal music. So they all joined this all-ages metal show. Bunch of fucking big-ass wrestlers. They put on another wrestling show. They cleared out the mosh pit while the band's going, and put on another wrestling show for the fucking 20 people who were in this all-ages show. And it was the craziest thing ever. And then years later, did you go to those Heavy TO events?
No, I did not. Because I know at Heavy MTL, they do have wrestling at the festival as well.
As they did at the second Heavy TO. And, I didn't want to watch a band, so I watched the wrestling instead.
Yeah.
But, you're in the same fucking field. So the band essentially came to be the soundtrack for this wrestling match that I was watching.
Yeah.
And so these 2 instances gave me this idea. You always see, movies with the orchestras playing the soundtrack live to... Why don't we do that? But the band will play the live soundtrack to the wrestling thing. But, I got to convince them both for this to happen.
Yeah.
Because the bands that I contacted and the wrestlers, they want it to be like band and then wrestling match. And then band and then... But no, I want them at the same time.
Okay.
I want it to be one giant event.
I'm pretty sure you could find a band or 2.
Motorhead did similar things to that on the when it was WWF.
Well, maybe if you pitch it to them a different way.
Yeah,
Maybe just say...
I gotta get I'd like a Motorhead cover band to be there too, because I think that would be suitable.
Yeah.
Because they did the Triple H, was it?
Yes, Triple H's theme song.
Yeah, I think they did 2 for him.
Yes.
Yeah.
When he did a faction called Evolution, they did the theme for that too.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Who would have guessed Lemmy would be down for it?
I know, right? But Lemmy's one of those cool dudes who's down for everything, man.
Hell, he made a song with Ice Cube for Airheads.
Yeah, that's right. And he made one for the SpongeBob movie called Learn to Swim.
No way!
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah, right? Lemmy... He was in Airheads, first off, for 2 seconds. Okay, there's this porno series called Backstage Sluts, where he doesn't partake in the sexual activity, but he's just chilling in a room while people are having sex on the couch. And I can't think of him even saying anything in this, but he's just there, And did you ever read his book, White Line Fever?
I don't think so.
Oh, it's a good one. He's just, you could be like, hey, Lemmy, come, you want to play on my album? Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Why the fuck not, man?
Yeah.
He was just one of those cool guys like that. And as a result of him just being, it was easy. So he did that song, Ain't No Nice Guy After All with Ozzy and Slash.
Okay, yeah.
So they recorded that, and he asked them to appear on it, and they did. And then they were going to go do a music video. He didn't even want to bother Ozzy and Slash. He didn't even invite them to do the music video.
Oh, really?
He's like, we're going to do the music video. I'm not going to bother those guys. They're probably busy anyways. Those guys loved Lemmy so much, they just showed up at the fucking video shoot. Just because they're like, it's fucking Lemmy, man. This fucking man, One of my admins on our social, that met Lemmy, actually, just months before, probably 6 months before he died.
Oh, wow.
This dude used to work at The Edge, radio station in Toronto.
102.1.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. And so as a result, he was at I think it was Rockfest, covering it, and Motorhead was playing it. And he said, I was just standing there in a hallway and I saw Lemmy coming down. And all I could say was, hey man, nice show. And Lemmy was like, oh, thanks. And he just kept walking. And immediately after, he called me. He's like, dude, I just fucking talked to Lemmy, man.
Little bit of excitement.
Right?
This excited.
Yeah. Did you ever get to see Motorhead in concert?
No.
Oh man, that was one of those great experiences
now
too.
It's because a lot of venues here in Canada, you can't go see the metal bands.
Yeah.
Now that I am, I have my go-to of bands I need to see.
Oh yeah, who are they?
For me, Priest is up there. I haven't seen Priest yet. They're coming to Hamilton in November.
I saw Halford Solo open for Ozzy a few years back, and it was great. Even the Ozzy show. I've seen Ozzy a few times.
Yeah.
First time was with Black Sabbath on Ozfest 2001.
Mm-hmm.
And then probably not even a year later, I saw him again, and it's fucking horrible.
Really?
It was in his drug years, okay?
Oh, okay, yeah.
So he was forgetting words while he was reading them on the teleprompter. He fucked up Iron Man of all the songs.
Oh my god.
He brings out buckets to dump on the audience of water a lot. He was bringing out buckets but putting them down and then forgetting about them and tripping over them and shit like that. Damn. And did you know what Speaker's Corner is?
No.
Oh, so back in the day when they had, do you know what Much Music is?
Yes.
So in that building, there was a corner where you could go and you could pay $1 and it would turn on a video camera and you could rant for 2 minutes. And at the end of the week, Much Music and City TV and all their affiliates, they would go through all this footage and be like, yeah, this one's good. My rant against how bad this Ozzy Osbourne concert got chosen for the weekly pick, which means they played me multiple times a day for a whole week.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I kind of felt bad after that because I was like, I went to this Ozzy show and it was shit, man. But it was.
Yeah.
The Tea Party blew him off stage.
Oh my god.
No offense, Tea Party's a good band.
I've seen them live. They are good live.
Yeah, good performers, but that should not be with Ozzy Osbourne.
No, oh my god.
Yeah, and Project Wise was the opening band. Do you remember them?
No, I've never heard
Oh
of
man, they were not good.
Explains why I don't know them.
They were like if Linkin Park was trying to be more like Limp Bizkit.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, Priest is definitely up there for me.
Oh yeah.
For me, I have to see them again.
Yeah.
Or no, I have to see them. Maiden is up there. I've seen them once.
Maiden, yeah.
But I want to see them again. You can't have enough of Maiden.
Yeah. I never seen Maiden yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe we should go together.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah.
We'll get Tom to come with us.
Yeah,
to
true.
Reviews. If he ever does come back, I would love to see King Diamond.
Oh yeah.
Because he's my top 3 all-time favorite.
Oh really?
Yeah, for me it's Dio and then King Diamond.
Really?
Yeah, like Abigail for me was like
a
huge album.
Yeah.
Those 3 are like the big ones that I need to see before they retire because they're like closer to the
Yeah,
end.
yeah.
Everyone else I want to see, like, they're still young enough.
It's not so pertinent to see them now.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Ginger, like, I want to see them, but I'm not a huge Suicide Silence fan.
Oh, true, yeah.
So I don't want to waste the money on just like one band.
Yeah, it depends on the lineup, right?
See, for me, and I wanted to go see Gojira.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't like the Deftones.
Yeah, me either.
So I'm not gonna pay the ticket just to go see Gojira leave and.
Yeah, I'm the same. Yeah.
Like if it was better lineup.
Even if it was a band, say it was a band you're not a huge fan of, but kind of like, you might go for that.
Yeah.
But like I'm the same. I'm not too into the Deftones.
See, for me, and this is a show coming up. It's Megadeth and Lamb of God.
Oh yeah.
I'm not a big Megadeth guy.
Oh,
I don't like Dave's vocals.
Yeah.
Like. I'm sorry.
Who's going to be the bass player for them now?
I'm not sure. I think last I heard, the rumor is it's Testament's bass player. Yeah.
Man, fucking Testament. Their guys are in every. They're stand-ins for every band.
Yeah.
You know, Gary Holt. Yeah.
No. But no, see, for me, the show got a bit better because they announced Hatebreed as the opener.
Oh, true. I've seen them on Odd.
And I like Hatebreed, so Lamb of God and Hatebreed for me makes it a bit better.
Hatebreed to me reached their peak in the early 2000s.
Yeah. Fair enough.
What is that? I Will Be Heard. That's a great fucking song.
Yes. I don't know, but for me, it's just it's music that I can go to the gym and work out to.
Yeah.
Or it'll get me pumped before a big hockey game or something like that. So, I don't mind them. Yeah. And Lamb of God I haven't heard the new album yet.
Yeah. I'm not a big Lamb of God fan either.
I haven't heard a lot of their stuff in a while, but I've seen them live twice. Both times with Slayer.
Oh,
they were great. Both times.
Yeah.
I'm pissed. I want to see Cannibal Corpse.
Oh, yeah.
And here's my Cannibal Corpse story.
Yeah.
So, I bought tickets to see Slayer with Lamb of God, Amon Amarth, and Cannibal Corpse in Ottawa.
Yeah.
And we're on our way to the venue, and traffic is horrible in Ottawa.
Oh.
Like, rush hour there starts at 1, goes till 7.
Yeah.
And we get to the venue as they're playing Hammer Smash Face.
Oh.
So the last track of their set, and it's just like, I need to see Cannibal Corpse now. Damn it.
Yeah. That's, Cannibal Corpse I saw them at the Heavy T.O. one of them.
Okay, yeah.
And I remember I had a bag on me or something, all my friends' stuff in it. And Cannibal Corpse came on, I grabbed my friend, and I was like, "You're holding the bag for this band." And I just took off into the mosh pit, because that was one of those bands I couldn't not be in the mosh pit for.
Okay, yeah, of course.
Yeah. I met a guy with moshing. The band stopped and I see this dude. I took a picture with him in a Hello Kitty t-shirt.
Yes!
Muscle Man like undershirt. Yeah.
Yes.
Like kind of turquoise with the Hello Kitty on it. Yeah,
oh my god.
Funny picture.
Kawaii metal.
Yeah. But yeah, that's one of those iconic bands too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. For me, bands I really want to see Rammstein.
Oh, I think they'd be phenomenal.
Yeah. I'm not so sure. I saw Fear Factory in 99. I'm not sure if I'd want to see them again.
Yeah.
With all the drama they're going through.
I'm in the same boat as you. I'm not sure if I want to see Fear Factory.
But I saw them open for Rob Zombie and Monster Magnet on Rob Zombie's first solo headlining tour.
Oh, wow.
So he had to perform his whole first album because he didn't have, and some White Zombie songs to fill in. Because he had nothing else yet, you know what I mean? But who else? I always wanted to see White Zombie too, but I don't think they're ever getting back together.
I don't think, that's sadly a...
They don't get along very well anymore. One band that I really kicked myself in the ass for never seeing, Pantera.
Okay, yeah.
You know, that was always one of those bands that I'll see them next time. I'll catch them next time they come around.
And now it's...
Yeah, it's never going to happen.
Yeah.
Who else? You know, surprisingly, Rolling Stones. Just because they're so fucking iconic, I would like to see them.
Yeah.
You know? I can't really think of anyone else who I haven't seen. Oh, Ministry.
Ministry, yeah.
Yeah.
You haven't seen Ministry?
No. And they're like my favorite band. So really, there's no excuse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
can't think of anyone else, really. There's probably others.
Yeah.
But Rammstein is probably the big one for me.
Yeah.
Because they supposedly have these epic pyro shows and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, Shawn, I think we're reaching the end of this catch-up interview.
Yeah.
I guess.
Well, before we go, I want to know why are you doing this? What made you do this show?
What? This particular
interview? No. I mean, why are you interviewing people? What inspired you to do this?
I wanted to help give bands a voice.
Yeah.
Because, being a Canadian metal fan, and we have so many really good bands.
I know, right?
That never get the chance to be
especially
something
from
more.
Hamilton.
Yeah.
Look at these Vakken metal battles. Canada's kicking the shit out of every other country.
So
every year we've come in. I'm pretty sure. Oh, except for maybe the last one, we've come in first or second.
Yeah.
In the finals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, except for the slide.
The slide, yeah. And you know what? I like those guys. They're longtime friends of mine. In fact, this sampler over here, I bought off them. They used it on their album.
Wow.
Yeah. But no offense to them at all. Nathan's a great guy. I forget the keyboard player, but she's a good chick too. When that band kind of won that, I was like, first off, they're not really a metal band.
Yeah.
Second off, I don't know that
they're going to translate well at vodka.
Yeah, exactly.
Fair, yeah.
Because they're not a metal band.
Yeah, I get that completely.
Profaner, Crimson Shadows, Asperia.
Centuries of Decay.
Yeah, it made total sense why they were at Vakken.
Yeah.
You don't really see those proggy... the Slide's more of a proggy Dream Theater kind of band.
Yeah.
And you can't really mosh to that so much.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. But I will give them, they were probably the best band there that I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Did they beat Lutharo?
I'm not sure.
I can't remember either.
And if they did,
you know
how?
What? Yeah, and no offense to the Slide. Again.
No offense to the Slide.
Yo, I've called them out on my radio show multiple times for this. Lutharo gets robbed of that fucking award every fucking year they go in. Lutharo they should be winning that shit.
I think now.
No, you know who
different.
beat them? Centuries of Decay. That was who it.
Really?
That's who beat them. And again, no offense. Centuries of Decay played one of my rev stocks. They're great guys again.
Yeah.
But Lutharo should be the guys. Okay, we're not gonna win that until Lutharo goes. I'm calling it.
You have it here first, but no. To answer the question.
Yeah.
I wanted to give
You want to give these bands a spotlight.
I want to give them much deserved spotlight that they deserve.
Yeah,
Right now, currently, I've interviewed about 3 Juno-nominated, or a couple of Juno-nominated bands. A couple have won it.
Who?
Lindsay.
Oh, yeah.
Striker.
Oh, yeah.
Unleash the Archers.
Yeah.
Fuck the Facts.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And the fact... I don't know who else has, but since I've been doing this...
those are the ones you've become aware of.
It's been very cool that I've been able to do that, have them, have that kind of, like, award to go with it, where it's like, okay, I now have that kind of recognition. The fact that my award show at the end of the year happens to go pretty well, and fans, love it.
I've always thought about doing an award show like that, but I don't know if I want to. Now I feel like I'd be ripping you off.
It would be the first one.
Yeah, right?
J-Off Films. They stole my one.
I saw that. You had a segment on your show
called Thrash or Trash.
And they took it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not the only one that know this thing.
No. I'm calling you out too, J-Hop Films. You're robbing my man here.
We don't have to worry about it anymore.
Why?
Well, Chris is now doing his own thing.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he has Thrash TV.
Oh, I had no idea.
He did a video with Slayer Swimmer. That was pretty hilarious.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, they're good. It's your segment again now. You gotta start doing that.
I can bring it back.
Yeah.
I can bring it back. Oh,
are you gonna go back to radio?
What do you mean?
Or like when we're allowed back in the station again? Are we gonna see a Thrasher's Paradise radio show again?
Oh, my show's still going.
Oh, it's still going?
Yeah.
You just pre-record it?
Yeah, I do it at home. But
I hate pre-recording my show. It sucks.
It does.
Yeah.
I'm with you there, but you know what? I look forward to returning back to studios if they allow me.
And you know what? We couldn't have done this interview as good over Skype.
No, I hate,
Skype interviews, phone interviews. Even before unless it's a band that's on tour or from out of the country or province.
See, for me, now that I'm fully vaccinated, I'm 100% for if you're an hour away from me, minimum.
You'll go.
Let's do it in person.
Yeah.
Because I'm tired. Because I love doing it over Skype. Like, you know,
it's not the same. The chemistry,
no, it's not.
The atmosphere,
companionship, even.
Yeah.
Like a lot in-person interviews are so much more.
Yeah. You know, publicists are always get mad at me because they'll be like, I'm just gonna pull names out of my ass. They'll be like, hey, Slayer wants to do a phone interview with you.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, but I can get Lutharo in on the show. And they're like, yeah, but Slayer's way bigger than Lutharo. I'm like, my job is not to do
your interviews.
Yeah, not to, you know, make your band's happy publicist.
Yeah.
My job is to do a good fucking radio show.
Yeah.
I can do a better radio show with a small band that comes in than I can with a big band who just wants to be on the phone.
And now, I'm completely with you there. But now for me, it's like bands are actually emailing me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like today, July, I want to say 17th.
Yes.
July 17th, I got an email from a Montreal metalcore band called Suicide for a King.
Oh, yeah.
And they emailed me.
Really?
And they're like, yeah, hey, could we do like an interview or something? So that's something where I will do Skype because, you know.
Like I said, out of province, so far away, that's understandable.
And you know what? And for me, it's like, you know, I have like multiple PR people I work with and all that, but, you know, the fact that the band's emailing me personally, that's just for me it makes me want to do the interview more, and it makes me want to do that because they took the time to personally write to me. So
they're fans of you.
Yeah, so it's like, you know what? Yes, let's do this.
Yeah.
I haven't even heard a single song by them yet.
Oh, true.
But I've already been like, yes, let's do something.
Who are some of your like influences to do the interviews?
Oh, you mean like asking questions and?
Yeah, like when you were young, did you watch people do interviews and you were like, I want to do that?
No. I haven't really had many interview influences, but I've seen enough interviews to know that I want it to be different enough where I want it to not feel like an interview. I want it to more feel like a casual conversation between two friends or companions catching up.
Yeah.
And I think I've done that reasonably okay.
Well, and again, much easier to pull that off in person than on the phone or Skype or whatever.
Because with Skype, it's very awkward to do it with people you've never met before.
Oh, yeah.
And
you know what else bothers me? Okay, you know, it's interviews are essentially question and answer. Sometimes we end up, because of the delay, we end up kind of tripping over each other.
Yes.
You find that?
Yes.
Me too.
So
because I can't wait to fucking talk on my radio show.
But no, I'm looking forward to returning back to...
Yeah. But who do you like? Like, you must have seen somebody who was like, I want to interview guys like that.
Well, when I was a teenager, I actually kind of paid attention to Loudwire a bit.
Oh, yeah.
So I very much did, like, Graham and his, like, the fact that he
got he was good,
guys.
Does he still do it? I don't know, but he was good in the day.
But now, for me, it's like, I want to be kind of like Nardwuar.
Yo!
Yeah, I know.
Nardwuar is my fucking hero, man.
Like, Nardwuar, like, just seeing him, and I saw the one video where he was talking to, like, these rap stars and giving them gifts, and they were all freaked the hell out that he knew this information.
If I do an interview and you leave, and at some point in the interview you weren't like, that's bomb information, or how did you know that, or how did you even think to ask that, I feel like a fucking failure. Because I saw those interviews, and those are the moments I want to create.
Yes.
You know, whether it's because I give them something like, I had Sumo Psycho in probably 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Me and the guitar player, the previous times I've had them in, we really bonded over this band Clutch.
Okay, I've heard of Clutch.
So I had this really rare vinyl. I think only 1,500 were printed. So I gave him the on the air. I gave him this vinyl of his favorite band, and he like erupted in joy. And to me, that was one of the coolest moments on the show. You know, and it was totally like influenced by Nardwuar.
Yeah.
Because he gives them these epic records and gifts and shit. Yeah.
For me, I had one moment like that. I had the chance to do a phone interview with Kyle Sanders of Hell Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I saw, before I even interviewed him, like, years ago, a video he did with his brother Troy of Mastodon. Mm-hmm. And they did, like, a base-off for Orange Amps.
Oh,
and
really?
I loved the video. It was so hilarious. And Troy won it or no, Kyle won it.
Oh, really?
Because Troy tripped and fell and flew off his groove for the base.
Yeah.
And you see like Troy watching it as like White Goodman now, fat and pissed off because he lost. So I say right off the bat in the interview, I am joined with the 2018 winner of the Orange Amps Base Off, Kyle Sanders, and he just starts laughing that.
Such an obscure like piece of research that he just appreciated so much.
Yeah, and for me, like I might not do a lot of research when it comes to like the independent band. Well, but when it comes to like the bigger name bands, I go all out. Yeah. I go all out. I look to try and find questions.
And that's the thing with a bigger band, you want to, like you said, you want to be a unique standout interview for them. So that's what it takes. If you just, I always say I don't want to interview a band like Metallica. Yeah. They've been interviewed 57,000 times from every angle. Every fact has been prodded to death with them. Mm-hmm. Whereas a band like Hell Yeah, they're huge still, but they're not a Metallica.
And for me, I was very like honored to do it because this was when Paul.
Oh, Vinnie Paul,
Vinnie Paul sadly passed. Yeah. And they were getting ready to do the Las Vegas show. Yeah. And they had the album out, Welcome Home. Mm-hmm. So it was very much like a really cool opportunity that.
Perfect timing and everything.
Something that I don't think will ever be replicated. Yeah. And, I've interviewed Warbringer, Ex Mortis, Unleash the Archers. Yeah. I've even interviewed a band from Saudi Arabia.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and...
I tried to get a band from Saudi Arabia on, but their police wouldn't let them.
Oh, wow.
Because it was illegal in wherever they were for them to mail music and stuff. Okay. Even through email, they couldn't send me anything. Yeah.
No, John Asher.
Yeah.
He
did I hook you up with him?
No, John hooked himself up with me. Oh, okay. He found me.
Me and him are longtime friends.
And, he sent me an email for this band called Deaf Frequency.
Oh, yeah?
Or Deaf Noise Frequency from Saudi Arabia. And I was just like, you know what? I have to take the interview. Yeah. Because where else do you get offers to do a Saudi Arabian band? So I did it. I did the interview. It went well. And then I had to cut out one question.
What was that?
I asked the poser question. Who would win the fight, Lemmy or God?
Yeah.
And he just asked me kindly, hey, could you cut that out?
Yeah.
I'm just like, what, dude?
You almost got some dudes beheaded there.
Yeah, so it's just like, what, dude? You totally got it?
Yeah.
It's out. And but I'm glad I ended on a strong question.
So
it
true.
Was, where do you see the band in 5 years?
Yeah.
So thankfully enough, I did end on
You were able to redeem the ending there.
Yes, the ending was still a good ending.
Yeah, that's a part of why I don't want to do pre-recorded interviews, too. Because bands will be like, and it's happened to me before, bands don't realize that we're doing a live interview. Mm-hmm. And they'll be like, I said this and I wasn't supposed to, can you just take it out? And I'll be like, no, I cannot. Yeah. It's already broadcast to everyone who's going to listen.
Yeah. It hasn't happened that often, though, for me, so I'm very thankful with that. But no, Shawn.
Yeah, we gotta end this.
Yes, we should end this, and we'll probably keep talking often.
Yeah, true.
But no, thank you so much for just messaging me to come hang out, talk.
Yeah, man.
Thank you again for the tea. Is there anything else?
Thanks for coming by.
You're welcome.
At some point, I hope to get my show back on the air.
Reverend Radio Show, which is Saturday nights from 6 to 9.
That's right.
On 101.5 The Hot.
I don't know when it's gonna come back yet, though, but it will come back.
And we'll come back stronger than ever.
As always.
And until next time, everyone, keep on thrashing.